Every time I try a new cookie recipe to use up some of my discard, it is my new favorite. But this one also has the seal of approval from my 10-year-old. So like, honestly, maybe it is it. Maybe this is the one. I guess we'll see. This is a peanut butter chocolate chip cookie. I started by combining 210 grams of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, a half teaspoon of salt, a half teaspoon of baking powder, and then I mixed those together and set them aside. To another mixing bowl, I added 113 grams of butter, 175 grams of peanut butter, but next time I'm going to up it to 200 grams just for funsies, 100 grams of discard, 1 egg, and then some vanilla. I do not measure that with anything but my heart, so just do what feels right. It's fine. It'll be fine. It's fine. I creamed those together for about 2 minutes, so until they were nice and fluffy, starting to get a little bit pale, and then I added in my sugars. It was about 100 grams of white sugar and 100 grams of brown sugar. Now, this is where most of the mixing comes in. You want to make sure that this is super duper well done so it's nice and light and airy. That will make your cookies soft and pillowy instead of dense and chewy, okay? Once you add in your dry mixture, you cannot overmix because that's what makes it like have that dense consistency, and we don't need a dense cookie. There are enough problems in the world. Once the dry ingredients were barely combined, which I did in 2 different sittings, I scraped down my sides and I had this super duper fluffy dough. It was time to add in the chocolate chips. I probably ended up adding about 3/4-ish of the bag because that's what felt right when I eyeballed it. Could I have measured it? Yes. Did I? No. It's fine. No big deal. I went ahead and combined them in with my spatula. And again, I was just really in awe with how fluffy the dough was. It was fantastic. This particular dough, you don't have to chill, so I went ahead and got it on my baking tray. I put about 25 grams of dough on the tray, and then I put a little mini Reese cup on the inside because they're peanut butter cookies, and it seemed like the right thing to do. 10 out of 10. No notes. I topped that with another about 25 grams of dough, and then I made sure to seal the sides down so that it wouldn't leak out. I ended up with about 10 on my tray at a time, and they went into a 350-degree oven for about 10 minutes, 9 to 11, but about 10 minutes. I let them sit on my tray for about 5 minutes before taking them off, and they came off super nicely, and honestly, they were perfect. They were soft, and they were a little crunchy on the outside, but mostly just soft, and the taste was amazing. The consistency, the texture, perfect. And again, probably my new favorite cookie. You should try and tell me what you think.